Eid Mubarak, from the 16th of the 12th month of 1429. Priesthood and Pilgrimage. In an 11-page, 5-chapter, one for each night, and 141-verse book called The Words of Truth, there are 21 verses that can be linked to the subject of pilgrimage and priesthood. First off, we must remember our roles in this age, and not to make our scholars and religious officials as lords by allowing them to make the rules. See Al-Quran 5:87. As those in past ages did. See Al-Quran 9:31. And sent to all in peace, I say, we are all priests and priestesses. See Hajj Wa 1:7. We therefore are able to lead everything that is required upon us when alone. We should learn to do as much as is possible. However, with much working together in orthodoxy and orthopraxy, the reward of religious rites is much greater than all the world. Like many other things in religion, pilgrimage has seldom been a lone act. Part of the purpose of ritual is to do good in the right state of consciousness. So declare to the priests, the princes, the kings, the learned, and to our families. See Ma'at Wa 1:16. Another purpose is to change the consciousness and atone. We have all sinned before the forgiver of sins. See Ma'at Wa 1:17. It is said that your past sins are forgiven upon a successful completion of Al-Hajj. When Al Umrah is done right, the sins between it and Al-Hajj are between it and the last Al Umrah are forgiven. To the prophets of Najrwa was given the oaths and rules. See Ma'at Wa 2:28. Therefore, the prophets and messengers of Allah are the supreme imama, religious ritual leaders. See Al-Quran 2:124. Our love for the God is linked to our following his apostle. See Al-Quran 3:31 and 32. In this respect, we may say the following. Good reward for those who obey, and just punishment for those who do not. See Ma'at Wa 2:29. What we obey is the sacraments they taught. See Al-Quran 2:125. Hear, O world, the rules of life. Give your ear to understand wisdom. See Ma'at Wa 3:9. Of the rules of life are the rites of pilgrimage, just as they who do not follow the traditional way of a Native American vision quest or journey to Shangri-La, Shambhala, Agartha in the traditional route cannot be considered to have made these pilgrimages. We can't be considered Hajis or Umratis, or whatever linguistic term people use for these people, just because we stopped in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Especially if you're just stopping there as your corporate business. Or, even a soldier, We must not be, as the old are, young that see the truth, but know not the path of knowledge. See Ma'at Wa 3:20. Indeed, for most, they didn't understand the path or want to. See Ma'at Wa 3:21. There's a path of which I speak. Many have not heard of it. See Madinat Ma'atwa 3:22. Into the sacred precincts, Masjid al-Haram, from the prescribed stations of Ihram, al-Miqat is, there's 5 directions to enter through Mecca and or gates thereof. Or there was at some point. So, be that Dhul Hulayfa, Abyar Ali, Al-Jufa, outside of Rabig, Qarn, Al-Manazil, Al-Sail, Yalamlam, or that Irq. From there to Mecca, to circumambulate Al-Ka'aba quickly, to circumambulate Al-Ka'aba 3 quickly and 4 times counterclockwise at a normal pace, all these counterclockwise. And between the hillocks 7 times as well. In Umrah, it is time to trim the hair and end it. But for those performing Al-Hajj, there is further to go. Onto Mount Arafat to stand for the 9th afternoon of the 12th month. Then to Muzdalifah to stay that night. In Mina, they stone the 3 Al-Jamarat with the 49 stones collected on the 10th night. And from the 10th till the 13th is the time for sacrificing the animal that they brought. There are visionaries that have searched for the truth. They have wrote great stories and fables. If they found the truth, they but made additions and subtractions. See Madinat Ma'atwa 3:33. Just fantasizing doesn't bring this truth to us. The greatest manifestation of Al-Haq, the truth, to us is Al-Quran, giving them great and powerful words of the path of Shams worship and Sart, religious knowledge. See Madinat Ma'atwa 3:37. Further, this is Madinatur, the words of deity and the commands from him. So obey and respect them. See Madinat Ma'atwa 4:1. Pay close attention, because this is the way to enlightenment. See Madinat Ma'atwa 4:2. This enlightenment is personalized to inflect through all time and space. We do not know all the messengers who were sent. See Al-Quran 464. We do, however, believe that no people will be able to say they knew nothing of these messages. See Al-Quran 67:9. Engage in deep reflection on what is good and sacred daily. See Madinat Ma'atwa 4:27. Part of what can change us, an ability to do that, is taking out of our environment, controlling our dress, and engaging in group activities. Done right, it should always lead us to always try to think the good thought. See Madinat Ma'atwa 4:28. Always try to speak the good word. See Wa 429. Always try to do the good action. See Wa 430. This is brought about when we look towards the ancient place of worship. See Wa 436. They say that the first couple were separated and joined. Arise in peace, stand on high, and witness that from the easts to the wests are the gatherings of worshippers. Gatherings of worshippers, I think it says worshippers. See Wa 55. We are thereby at one with God and the righteous, coming forth by foot, saying, Tup mama namir da'a. Tup mamur the mir da. I ask that my enemies be not successful. See Wa 5-6. Defeating the opposition to the betterment of humanity, as they who look to a ritual, knowing how and what it means, don't have all. Then a personal experience comes. For the Ags Wa Marwut, life, light, and the love will be received, and they will become the receivers of mysteries. See Ma'at Wa 5-9. And Ma'at Wa is kind of a series of jumbled dreams, really, because it's a jumbling of knowledge of Zoroastrian scripture and Egyptology and all sorts of stuff all into one sort of dream of a book where it was all jumbled together into one thing, and didn't remember all the hieroglyphs and all that, so I wrote it down day after day when I was having these dreams. So.